Hello, friends and bees, and friends who are also bees, and welcome to this week's Dishonored 2 stream. Sorry for the distraction there. I spaced out, and that's what happened, and it's okay, it happens to the best of us, and also me. This week in Dishonored 2, we are going to be continuing where we left off last week, where we were on our way to the Conservatory, via Overseer Burns' hideout, which is who we're after now, trying to get over there. I will warn you, I have been playing Assassin's Creed Syndicate all afternoon, so swapping back to the stealth in this game is going to be a bit of a trip, but we'll try our hardest, and let's hop on over to the GP, as the kids would say. Yes, I did indeed pick that up from Gil and Gilbert. I can't believe I've never credited for them for that excellent phrase. Also, I'm incredibly annoyed at myself that when I started this new playthrough, I completely forgot that New Game Plus was a thing, and just did a normal new game. But that's okay. We all make mistakes sometimes, including me. I have got so many things open when all I want is the IGN page for this mission so that I can scream and yell and fail to do anything. Overseer Burn. Where? Hang on. Find page. Right. I really should have gone to investigate Burn beforehand, but I didn't. And now we all live in this world together where I got distracted and went for collectibles rather than story. Which is basically how, my foot's half asleep as usual, how I've been playing Syndicate, where I have got about halfway through sequence 4, but I have unlocked 4 of the 7 districts. I'm currently working on the City of London. After that I'll probably wind up doing Strand and Westminster, and I'm sad that I've had to leave those to last because those are the areas that I know best. So I will without a doubt be going to hang out. I grew up in London, went to university on the Strand, and like literally on the Strand, just north of the river, and I went to school in Westminster, so I will be going to find both my school and my university because they were both open by the time Syndicate became a game. When Syndicate is set, both my school and my uni are open. So, right.
Welcome back. Please, take your time.
Thanks.
What a pleasant surprise to see you again.
Right.
Come in, my friend. Always a delight to see you.
Thanks. Okay, I have no money, which is why I can't afford any solution right now. That's okay.
And do think of us again.
That happens to everyone. Look at me.
Nothing.
This is the problem. I've been playing a lot of Assassin's Creed, so going back to Dishonored has got me fucked up. Also, I keep clicking out of the game and it's incredibly annoying.
Oh well.
Here we go. Right. Let me in. I'm trying to be sneaky. It may not necessarily work, but I am definitely trying. You know?
Knows what's happened. Could be anything. Just gotta watch my own back.
Dear Stomach, I have received your request and agreed that dinner time cannot come quickly enough. Unfortunately, we are still on duty. Get back.
What am I looking for? This is what I'm looking for.
How many more hours of this? If I had a timepiece, I'd know. I'm gonna guess, what, 3? Yeah, about 3 more hours.
Sorry for the... Okay, so here's a layout of the conservatory. We will listen to this audio.
What's going on? Brianna Ashworth, curator of the Royal Conservatory. For a while, I believed Ashworth has some connection to the occult in Karnaca. Something is happening that I don't understand. The overseers
Entire
of the
shipment
forward
of
face of the
whale
Abbey,
tanks
but equally
just
important
gone.
are
Taken right from under their noses.
to be direct.
Idiots.
I suspect something is wrong within their sect. Subtle changes to the types of proclamations they've been making. Small but troubling deviations from tradition. But publicly saying anything along those lines will get me accused of heresy by my rivals within the Abbey. Is it possible that Ashworth has infiltrated the
Did I
oracular
close
order?
my locker before
So Vice Overseer Byrne thinks Ashworth is
Let's tell me.
interfering with the oracular order.
I had to turn my game down
True.
because
It's another reason she has to be eliminated.
I was listening to a podcast and then it decided it didn't want to work anymore on online. So I had to listen to it on my phone instead. I should be back within a few days. Continue to compile information on Brianna Ashworth's activities, despite the odd letter we received from Oracular Citizen Calero. It's not like them to issue a proclamation without certainty, but I know I'm right about Ashworth. My gut tells me she's a threat. That said, the Howl is my priority. This conflict with Paolo could affect our influence of Kanaka for years to come. Yours and the strictures, Vice Overseer Liam Byrne. I have a distinct feeling we tussle with him later as well. Oh, it's now too loud. Representative from the Sisters of the Oracular Order in Sakonos paid a surprise visit this week to officials at the Grand Palace, delivering a message that calls into doubt the Order's formerly held position on the illegitimacy of our new Empress, Clara Caldwin. It seems there is an intense disagreement. Well... Oh, I thought I'd pause that music. Whoops, oh well. Okay, I've read that. Well... Fleece them for everything they've got, as is my wont.
Wait till he puts on those boots. Sees the surprise I left for him. Idiot.
I hate this wool. It itches like mad. Why can't I wear my regular clothes?
I ask myself that every day. Oops. Station, the most important thing of all. Anything else around here? Just a pistol underneath. Bed completely normal.
He says alert, and I says I am alert. I've been alert. And
5. We want to get over there. Fine.
Maybe I should just work a double shift. Hey, you!
Never mind. Wrong thing to do. Them finding me made me jump. I forgot I drank my soda and poured myself a glass of orange juice. I was expecting Coke there, and it was orange juice instead. I shouldn't trust myself with a drink really, because last night I managed to spill gin and apple juice all over my desk, and it wasn't because of the gin, because I'd had maybe a third of A, there was not much gin in it because I'm a cheapskate, and B, I'd had maybe a third of the glass. And I spilled it all over my lap and my keyboard and my computer. Luckily everything's working, emphasis on so far. But... right. Ah, for fuck's sake, I clicked out of the game again. Right. This is... full screen. I'm gonna play it on normal full screen, which is a bit of a pain in the ass if I have to alt-tab, but will stop me clicking out of the game. Yeah.
What I wouldn't give for a bottle of pear soda.
Speaking of alt-tabbing, right. Pretzel is definitely quiet now. What? Who?
I wonder who that was.
I've already been spotted actually, so whatever.
Maybe one of the two. We gotta get back to Dunwall. I feel so bad.
Oh, the look
Haven't
on
seen the
his
kids in
face.
2 years.
Well, who was he expecting? The Empress? What a fool.
Can't sneak in there. Possibly I can do this. Oops. This. F5 again. Pop up here. Oh, I have to find my way back into the Ah, fuck me. How did I fall off? Just bad luck? I guess. Right. This, scroll down to Royal Conservatory. Right. So the guide says the easiest way probably to deal with to do stealth is to focus on Brianna first. Because then the witches will go to sleep and you can do the rest of it. So that's what I'm going to aim to do. Whether it'll work or not is a different question, but that's the goal. Right, there's a way to get through. Just avoid all of these guys. Now F5, take out the whale oil.
I hope they accept my transfer. I've got to get over to one of the other districts.
That will make this a little bit easier. Oops. Ah, it didn't break. Just...
Family stoned to death. So disfigured. Blood flying mists all around them.
This is my favourite God comment is, damn it, I need to pee! Because, like, really, who can't relate to that as an emotion? So the entrance recommended.
An entire shipment of whale oil tanks just gone.
Is to sneak in this way. Which I have a distinct feeling is how I did it before. Right, let's save. I wonder if I could drop down and then shadow walk. What's shadow walk on for? For. I don't know if I can, but we'll see. Fuck.
I hope it's not something bad. Maybe it's nothing.
There is a way around here though, and I will find it. Not like that though. Shadow walk does seem to do the trick. Emailed mum about presents. She goes, oh, I need some birthday present ideas for you. I emailed her and she responds going, I think a warm raincoat is a good idea too. Yeah, probably. Right. Okay, what? Find delivery entrance next to the open path from the grate behind the fountain. Okie doke. What if I hop down, then hop straight into Shadow Walk?
Someone there?
No. Then I'll do this to work out where I should be going. That's pretty gross. Where am I going? Okay. You know what would be better is if I actually use the map. Wouldn't that be just so sexy of me to actually use the map to see where I'm going instead of opening it and then immediately closing it like an idiot and then going, herder, why can't I see where I'm going, herder? I just think me being a dipshit is probably the sexiest thing I can do. Audiographs, maps, here we go, right. Schwartz office. Delivery entrance is 5. So, where's the main entrance? There. Oops, didn't mean to do that.
for a second.
Here's an idea. I walk into the ocean. To being useless. Confirmed, not the way to do it. How did I even get into the shopkeeper's place, you know, house in the first place? God, I really wish I'd gone to Burns' office before doing anything else. That would probably have made this about 5,000 times easier. Oops.
I think something moved.
Nope, it sure didn't. Right.
This can't be. Hey, who are you? Stop!
That didn't work.
Huh? Who's there?
Chasing monsters in the brine, dancing hagfish on the
Okay.
Are you coming tonight?
That possibly was not the way to do it, but it's the way I did it. So, you know. That's how it be. Disarmed those with my body already. Okay, that's a better map. So, starting with the service entrance. Okay. Now, made it over the fence. So let me think. So we've got a rune there, a bone charm there, a bone charm there, a rune there, a black bone charm and a rune, and black bone charm. Now, hi.
The conservatory. I wanted to visit this place with Wyman.
After trying to make grave hounds for weeks, she gave up. You should have seen the twisted things she made. All snouts and teeth and tails. doesn't seem fair. Think about working your fingers dry, weaving nets.
Right, we're in here, gonna save.
Any of the gifts we receive is better than living in.
When Anton Sokolov, always the cure question is, what are you willing to sacrifice to have it? When Anton Sokolov spoke these words, Bristol was battling the worst plague in a century. Hospitals were overwhelmed and the citizens panicked. Eventually a cure was found thanks to the work of Sokolov and Piero Joplin, but that cure came at a terrible price. In his quest for a remedy, Sokolov needed infected individuals who were rounded up and given experimental serums so their reactions might be observed. The plague was horrific enough, but these serums would undie symptoms of their own. Blood became as if stone in one patient. In another, bones dissolved beneath the skin. The dreadful cries, it said, were enough to drive a sane person mad. Still, progress was made according to Sokolov. Alas, it was not enough to test only the sick. For reasons perhaps only a natural philosopher might understand, it was also essential to administer these serums to healthy individuals. Citizens jailed for petty crimes were thrown into cells and injected with Sokolov's experimental serums. Most of these formerly healthy victims perished, of course. Officially, they were all victims of the plague, sacrificed for the cure and buried in communal graves.
That's true and fine. A wise way to look at things.
Pretty grim.
Won't help Lucinda rise any higher in Delilah's favor.
What's going on? How's that hanging? Right, Curator Ashworth's office. That's what I'm aiming for first.
Laxative tincture. It's good in spells and all that. She might want to rinse that foul mouth of hers with it too.
Right. Save. Sneak. This place is pretty cool. Right. That's optional. Find dismissing associate and acquire the Rose Professional. Conservatory. How do I eliminate her? So I'll go back and save non-lethally. Right. Okay. So we want to get into her office, then go to the oraculum and replace the lenses and throw the switch. Right. So what we want to do is head up here.
What would you and Father advise if you were both here? Sometimes I dream we're all together again.
Okay.
Brianna, what happened to Jindash? I'm told he's a gibbering idiot now.
I don't know, Delilah. Forgive me.
I'll enjoy
No,
this.
my dear, it's a loss, but I doubt he had anything more to give us.
Sokolov was taken away as well.
Who would want that ancient fool? Never mind.
I love the
How
puppies.
goes the communion? I am hungry to whisper into the ears of the oracular sisters.
My influence grows.
last night I walked through a dream with one of them, and we drank from a fountain in the town where she was born.
Vice Overseer Burns' suspicions were right.
Won't affect things.
Okay.
No. He continued to tinker with the lenses. Thicker, thinner, more opaque. It was tiresome to watch. I still have the old lenses and cast-off parts piled in my workshop, but Jindash finished some time ago. The rest is up to me, learning to use the machine. A tricky thing, touching the void through such a device.
I'm being quiet because I'm just really
And
intrigued.
biscuits. I look forward to using it.
Because I
myself
cannot remember
already.
this segment in the
Will
slightest.
you visit soon?
Perhaps. Dunwall Tower is mostly in hand. The High Overseer won't be a problem anymore. And there's the matter of my own project. I grow more excited with each brushstroke. When I come to Karnaca, we'll drink an ocean of good wine and stay tight as a boiled owl.
What a wonderful phrase.
For now, I need your eyes on the Duke. At least until we have the sisters under control. There's no one else I trust. I'll reach out to you again on the morrow. Farewell.
Goodbye, Delilah, my empress.
Puppy. Aww. What a good puppy.
What in the world?
Okay.
It seems rather rude to die here, whoever you were.
I'm so intrigued that she's like, it is rude to die here. Right. So she's in there. What we need to do is ascertain another way to sneak in. She is. Okay. I wonder.
Hello? Let me help you.
That's not going to work. F9. Okay. I wonder if I could, like, throw something to distract them so that the, draw them out. I might be able to shoot the hounds with, fuck, I haven't saved since. Piss. Okay. Right. F5. F5 up here.
Brianna, what happened to Jindash? I'm told he's a gibbering idiot now.
I don't know, Delilah. Forgive me.
No, my dear. It's a loss. But I doubt he had anything more to give us.
Sokolov was taken by his friend.
Who would want that ancient fool? Never mind.
How goes the communion?
Body.
I am hungry to whisper into the ears of the oracular sisters. These odd lenses might be linked to what Ashworth is working on.
Original lenses just my device with the Araclone were horribly flawed. Rather than focusing the energies of the void, the faulty lenses scattered them. My head was filled with a noise, and the spiritual channel linking me to Delilah's magic was nearly extinguished. I will not cease my efforts until our coven controls the sisters of the right order, but I know now that I proceed at grave risk. The old lenses could have been my ruin. They are stored in my workshop for now, but must be
If I
destroyed.
can sabotage Ashworth's communion device, she'll be powerless.
Okay, I've read that. Right. It's been difficult to create effigies of the reckless sisters. Keep to themselves, ready venturing outside. Impossible to get the hair and nail clippings I need. But I have an idea. If the sisters are linked even beyond death, then I can use the bones of their dead, dug from an abbey graveyard, to attune the oracle to the minds of living sisters. It's done. Adolphina and I and several others brought back a wagon full of coffins. I'll start new effigies at once. Still only faint voices. Nothing near the connection required to give them dreams. I must adjust the lenses, refine the effigies, sleep with their skulls beneath my blankets for a few nights more. Perhaps integrate the scarves that used to cover their eyes. Delilah is anxious about my progress, and yet there's not much to tell. I was able to interrupt several oracular sisters in conversation, leaving them momentarily at loss for words. I'm confident that soon enough I'll be able to make them say whatever I wish. Then I'll have news for my Empress in Dunwall. At last, I held one of the sisters in a trance-like state for an hour. Delilah was ecstatic. Soon we will control the oracular order. Adequate solution. Get a load of that body. That body. Okay, I'm gonna save before playing this in case it...
I meant nothing to my fine family, beyond an advantageous marriage and years of childbearing. They promised me to a man 3 times my age who wheezed on about our wedding.
When I come to Karnaca, we'll drink
But a
an
curious
ocean of
thing
good
happened on the way
wine and
to
stay
the altar,
tight as a
Delilah.
bull of
From the
owl.
first time I slipped out of the manor in the dead of night,
For now,
there was no
I need
returning
your
to my
eyes on the
cage.
Duke. At least
Looking
until
at
we
the
have the
stars
sisters
and
under
drinking
control.
wine on a rooftop,
There's
I
no
was
one else I
free.
trust.
Instead of seeing
I'll
the
reach out to you
overseers
again
for
on the
marriage, I visited my father's banker and raced away from my old life toward Delilah. Those were the coven's glory days.
So fucked up. Just everything in general. I do, it makes me laugh that she's like, a corpse? What? Right. Next step. Right. Here we go. Okay. Now sneak along here so that I'm... Anyone else at this level? No? Okay. Right. Save. Pop down here. Then here. Then here.
Mistress hears you've been looking at her old journals in the Forbidden
So this could be tampered with. Ashworth could be cut off from the void entirely. No more witchcraft.
Here we go.
I don't like that. Better have a
There we go.
What will I do now? I'm ruined. Feeling the things I could do. The touch of the void. Delilah. It was everything I had. I'm no threat to you now. To anyone.
No, you're not. Okay, read that one. Now apparently this, like, knocks them all out. So now we can enjoy how truly gross everything here is. Right. Let's start up here and basically move our way around.
just jealous. If I want to dance, then I can twirl around all I want. Just try and stop me.
Ow, let me up. Hoping this also puts all the doggies to sleep. Okay. When we can't talk, I write. There are things only you will understand. Daily, I feel my connection to the void growing, and through me, your power calls out to those who join our coven. New faces, strange new voices. Our bond is stronger than it was at Brigmore, yet you feel so far away. If we were together, I could say more. It's as if I can see beyond the air into another time or place. You have parted a curtain I never knew was there. Oh, Delilah, strange and beautiful whispers are carried on the breeze. I'm forever grateful of being your instrument. Like you asked, I sorted your audiograph recordings in the archive down in the basement, and I tidied up around the Oraculum just as you asked. Some of the others were talking about the old lenses you took out the Oraculum device after the accident, saying they were going to bury them lenses forever at the bottom of the ocean. Well, that didn't sound right to me, so I stored them in the effigies workshop in case you find them to use. All my other chores are done, so I'll go play your Lecce Thistletea. Grateful for the second chance you gave me. I'm sure over time I'll feel Delilah's presence and learn the magic, like my coven sisters. Please don't cast me out. I'll make you and Empress Delilah
Ashworth's journal
proud.
might tell me more about why Delilah can't be killed.
To Brianna Ashworth, curator of the Royal Conservatory. Although we've never met, we share occupations, overseeing cultural artifacts and historical oddities, you and Sokonos and me and Morley. I've heard much about you and have long admired the stories regarding your exhibits. To the matter at hand, I propose an artistic exchange. At the Morley Gallery of History and Sculpture, we have works by many of the greats, including Anton Sokolov himself. Additionally, we have many unearthed items of a much unusual quality, which never failed to amuse and build the project. We would like to broaden our coverage. To that end, would you be interested in an exchange? I'm particularly eager to get my hands on some of your own works, and your Conservatory's highly mechanized fauna. Highly mechanized fauna is definitely a word for it. Right. Can we talk to you?
As if you could ever hide your face from me, Emily.
How's it going?
Little Black Sparrow, free from your cage at last.
It's done. Brianna Ashworth is no longer a witch.
You villain! You don't even know what you've done. A great bloom wilts and fades from the world.
Delilah, I will take apart everything you've built until I have what's mine.
Oh, Brianna. I don't believe we will speak again. The thought of seeing you reduced to such a pale,
Brianna
sad
Ashworth is a pretty
thing.
cool character.
It's too much to bear.
I'm down with...
I hate you for this, child.
I'm not only going to restore things to the way they were, I'm going to make them better.
I'm so down with ladies saying fuck you to their families and becoming witches instead. Like, that's really my ultimate goal. Why does she have so many goddamn words? No, why does she have so many friggin' plants everywhere? No, what I meant to say actually was set out to craft a new bone charm, and I hope to have it black in keeping with those of greater power. Complete the one I've carried since finding it within a mausoleum at Alba. Though it's right to make others touched with the void, summoners beware. For as long as I carry that bone charm, their rats and vermin will turn against them, and the new charm, if it works, will shield me against assassins. I'm still working on my protective charm, taking the Tivian grey bone recipe and altered it, using much more buttercrete. Instructions were vague and the safeguards offers are weak. Neither chamomile nor nasturtiums added to quite the mix, giving the right effect, though they perfume the air quite nicely. I feel well protected from unpleasant smells, but not much else. Finally got it. Hellebore, of course, fermented and reduced over a low flame. It's right to achieve this effect when the bone charm turns darkest black. As I wanted, I'm warned against the first bullet or bolt from an assassin's weapon. The initial shot that would fell me will instead change to blood flies in an instant. Another way to the altar, Delilah. That's something I just find pretty neat. You know? That she ran away and became rich. I'm into that. Second assassination. I'll go with this one. I might change it. one room, so right next 33, 48, 52. I'll go to this one next. There's that body, still doing its funky thing. Gross. I think, yeah, we've filched about as much as we can from here. So, just keep going. I'm pretty certain there aren't any more witches roaming about, but we'll be careful nonetheless. God, so many grapes. As is my wont, must eat absolutely everything. Solution. So much solution. I love it. Let's go with that one next because it's on the same floor. Ow. Got burned on account of my own stupidity. Ain't always the way. Fucking flies everywhere. Jesus Christ. Get a grip, right? Clean up a bit after yourself. No wonder they had my infections. Kieran Josh loses smarts in a bold experiment gone wrong. You know him as the grand inventor, the genius of our time, but that was before his late experiment went somehow wrong, leaving the man a blubbering shell of his former self. Scandalous, but true. Servants are gleefully coming forward with stories of the once great inventor now barely able to navigate from room to room. One woman claimed that Jin Josh is now unable to determine which way to turn a simple bowl. Everyone knows it's righty-tighty, she said. Another wondered openly whether Jin Josh may have been using his pupils' ideas all along, faking his genius to gain reputation. Allegedly a cruel employer, sadistic in his dismissal of his staff's basic needs, there is one curious turn in the story. Those closest to the inventor claim that he is now gentle as a lamb. So, you know, solidly swings and roundabouts. We may have done, in my opinion, a truly vile thing and ruined someone's psyche, but at least he's nicer now. Seriously, the fact of what we did to Jendosh, I think, is so cruel. I think it's crueler than killing him. What bone charm was this when it's at home? Ooh, that does sound good. Great rat plague, spreading death. Okay. Read that. 5, 1. What's next? That's next. Let me in! Let me in! Here we go. Here we go. Forgive me as I wander around just picking up things willy-nilly. But I love items. Cool map. So that's where we are. Karnaka. This must be what they're aiming at. I think it's where the Oracle Order are. I really want to see more of like the other areas. I think that'd be really cool. it's that time again. You hate to see it. Let's see, can I sneak around without getting into a fight? Probably not, but you never know. No incendiary bolts. That's unfortunate. Well, hang on. Any empty bottles I can nick? Nope, nothing. Cool. Do this instead. So many bodies. Gross. Down. So let's do this, and then this. We come in. Where? I came in. There's yet another body. Gross. That did nothing. Why has this body got so many figs? What the hell is going on here? Let's go grab the Roseboro prototype while we are here and on this floor. What? I hate it.
Up. Just when I thought I might relax a little. Isn't that always the way?
I have to say, I'm really not a fan of that.
Leave me alone. You've ruined me.
Oh well. It is, in my defense, not me who made the gross things with all the bodies. That's solidly you. That looks like a painting I should be able to take. And yet it is not. How rude. Okay. Where would I get a security room from? A security room key from, rather. Nowhere. Because I will do this and fail to get in. How you doing, buddy? Thanks. Bad, by the way, is the answer in case you were wondering how we was doing. Not ideal. There, see? No reason whatsoever to be freaked out. Should I rewire that? Almost definitely yes. Does it matter because there's anyone around to see me? Absolutely not. Let's get out of here. Please don't ask why of all songs I could possibly have stuck in my head, This Must Be the Place is the one that I've currently got. That's really gross. Dis and also like. At this point I'm just being nosy, by the way. There is no reason for me to be poking around where I am, and yet here we are. I just want to see if there's anything interesting. Come on. That would be an idea. Possibly even a good one. And here's the way down. Anything in here? Absolutely nothing. Okay. Let's head downstairs. God, I've just had an abrupt flashback to spending absolutely ages sorry, words. I had a flashback spending absolutely ages running around on this on my first few times. Nice. Nice. Read that. Archive key, always good. Read that. Sorry to tell you this, there's something each night been nibbling on some of your exhibits. Big one that looks like clouds and swine if you'll pardon my untrained eye. It's them rats in the walls, I'm sure hope nothing is ruined. I don't know what they like so much about it to come back every night and eat more of it. I was wondering what it's made of, but whatever it is, it's tempting for the little bastards. Glenn, night custodian. That one. How you doing, buddy? Not great, it seems like, is the answer. My apologies, dude. Feels rough, man. So much raw whalebone. Such a pity that I'm an absolute coward about crafting big fish. No. Such a pity that I'm an absolute coward about crafting bone charms. Just have to turn that off. Is there a bottle that I could nick? Set them all on fire. Or a candelabra that I could pick up and throw at them. That would also be really helpful. Answer. Absolutely not. There's an alarm clock, but that doesn't help. Okay, fine. Guess I've just got to go in. There we go. Dawn. Okay, I have read that one. Gross. Poor wolfhound. Okay. All bone and rum. Yeet. Nice. That did unfortunately also get rid of the thing that I wanted, which, oh well. Sometimes that's just how it be. Here's an elevator. First, no it didn't, it just went where I wasn't looking. Let's get in here first. Key to the archive is in the quartermaster office. Don't worry, been there, done that.
After Delilah fell to the assassin Dowd, her magic was lost, and the coven scattered. I made a new life in Karnaca. Then I heard her whispering from the void, leading me to the Duke, who heard those same whispers. Together we worked to bring Delilah back into the world, changing the Empire from the home of Aramis Stilton 3 years ago. Across the Isles, all of us who'd been with her at Brigmore and before, we felt the magic return. Others joined. New faces, new blood. Now, Delilah is immortal. Forever. She holds Dunwall, and we've turned to corrupting the oracular order. The overseers take guidance from their prophetic sisters, and soon we'll influence their dreams and visions.
Let's keep looking around here. See what else we can see. We don't actually yet know why she's immortal, just that she is. So. Well, so I'm sure I've read that too. Chill, you're fine. Right. Let's get out of here. Seeing as I think we've begged, borrowed, and nicked just about all we can. I feel so bad for this dude. Use cliffside outside window to get over fence. Drop down and enter basement delivery door. Special displays on second floor. Enter the security room. Grab Rose for a prototype. Don't forget to disable the alarm. Easy money. Well, now we know, huh? Right. F5? Okay. How? And I cannot emphasize this enough. The fuck did that happen? Oh, don't give me that music. Whatever. We're getting out of here. Ah, piss.
Take it!
Not like that, we aren't. Once again, as is so often the case, I've got a reminder stuck in my head. Also, one of my neighbours is cooking with garlic, and so my entire flat now smells of garlic, and I'm so sad because I miss cooking with garlic so much. I still like have it on garlic bread and shit, but I've cut it out. I've cut it out of my diet a lot because it's very bad for me and puts me in pain nigh constantly. And as a result, I am very sad all the time. Right, now we have to get out of here somehow. How? I don't know. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to shadow walk and hope.
Let's have a look. Let's see.
Right. Here we go. F5. Every time I try to forget who I am, I'll be right there to remind you again, 'cause you know me. Why do I have the song stuck in my head? Oh well. Don't fall off. How do I get around other than carefully?
Huh? Think I just saw something. Anyone here? Show yourself!
Another way in.
I'm sure it's nothing. I just heard a dog bark or something. Of course, now we're all on edge.
There we go. Keep sneaking down. Keep sneaking.
Valuable artworks locked up in the conservatory where no one can see them.
Well,
Come in, my friend.
don't worry about it now.
I see you
Thanks.
found the prototype.
Your acquaintance didn't make it.
It is a risky line of work, I'm afraid, but let's not dwell. I expect you'll be interested in payment.
Fucking
First,
A.
your finder's fee, of course, and if you like, I can draw up some schematics based on the prototype, something you can use to modify your tools. And as a token of my appreciation, a discount at the shop.
Oh, I really
A
should have
fair deal.
bought the rune
What
afterwards.
a pleasant surprise to see you again. Ah, you want blueprints for better weaponry.
Stinging bolt or howling bolt. I want.
An excellent choice. Bloodflies are worse here than any district in Kanaka. And it used to be such a prosperous district, too.
Ugh, pardon me.
I'm certain you will be satisfied with your purchase. No need to wrap it for you, I suppose. This is what I have for upgrading your equipment. The district is so quiet since the conservatory was closed.
I want to upgrade the stinging bolt as well, actually. Now, we'll go for this one. Now I have no money, but that's okay.
Please visit again soon.
Right. For what do I want next? That could be really helpful, actually. I can't afford mesmerize just yet. I save up and get mesmerize. Yeah, I'm gonna save up and get mesmerize. Right. now let's fuck even further out of here. And, go find Megan. Up we pop. Come on, up. Before we do,
I can see why you like her. She's almost as secretive as you. He doesn't talk much. He uses his fists to get his point across.
well, why not, you know?
He barred the door and left her. He doesn't know or care if she lives or dies.
Grim. Right. Aye, let's get out of here.
So it's done.
Sure is.
Ashworth won't be a problem anymore.
Good. But Emily, there's something else. Back when I lived in Dunwall, I did things I'm not proud of.
Isn't that a requirement for citizenship?
What I've got to say is not a joke. I knew Delilah and Ashworth. Bought into their bullshit. Which led me down a bad road. To be honest, before all this, I thought Delilah dead. I don't want to get into it right now. But I felt like you should know. There are things I regret.
All right, Megan. Thank you for opening up. If only a little.
I'm starting to feel like you deserve it.
I'd argue that there are
Ready to leave now?
things that all of us regret, but
Yes, let's go. Take me back to the Dreadful Whale.
Another step toward the Duke of Serkonos and Delilah.
the thing I like is that we got found 3 times. Almost. This is when we're missing 2 bone charms. What the hell? What? I honestly thought I'd got all of them. I wonder if this you can only get from like a submission. Talk to Delilah. Got the best price for the prototype. Forever severed to Ashworth. Brandon Ashworth and found spying overseer. Well, whatever. I'm not going to replay that because I missed 2 rings. Much as I may want to. Might do it off camera, but meet with Sokolov to discuss your next steps before taking this gift to the Dust District. So I know Megan's true identity, but when first playing this, that was really fun as a like hint towards it, like, ooh, who could it be? I was well into that.
For several years, Delilah's been here, getting stronger, turning people against me. Why didn't I see it coming? What was I doing during that time? Pretending to listen at court, ruling through an army of bureaucrats, waiting for the next chance to get free of Dunwall Tower. Well, now I'm free. If only I could go back. Aramis Stilton was once an ally of the Duke, the owner of Karnaka's mines. Stilton lived in a fortified bunker at the heart of the Dust District. No one's seen him for years, since around the time Delilah started making her moves. But whether Stilton's alive or dead, his home holds the key to Delilah's immortality.
This next mission is one of my favorites. What's going on? Here we go. Brianna Ashworth and Delilah were infiltrating the minds of the Sisters of the Regular Order, altering their visions and influencing the prophecies. Can't imagine what would have become the Empire if the Abbey had fallen completely into their hands. Thousands of believers being spoon-fed a new brand of religion under the same shiny overseer masks. Does Delilah dream of becoming, what, something akin to the Outsider? She's angry and twisted enough for that. I left Ashworth stripped of Delilah's magic and cut off from the energies of the void. I hope that sends a message all the way to Dunwall. I'm coming to stop you, Delilah, and it won't matter how powerful a witch you are. I also learned that Ashworth organised some kind of seance for Delilah 3 years ago. I'm getting close to understanding Delilah's mortality, and for that I need to explore the abandoned manor of a certain vine baron, Aramis Stilton. Found out that Megan Foster worked for Ashworth many years ago. I think Megan knows more than she's saying. What is she holding back? Sometimes she won't meet my eyes. Even when she smiles, she looks sad. But my gut says I need to trust her, at least for a little longer. I try not to think about my father too much, but I'm worried sick. I hope Corvy's going to be alright. I hope he can't feel the days and weeks passing, not knowing that I'm alive and coming for him. 15 years ago, he was the one to rescue me. We spent our days hidden in the Hound Pits pub, and I thought I'd never see Dunwall Tower again. I remember I was almost happy about it, thinking we'd live a life of adventures. I think it helped me deal with my mother's death, as if it wasn't real, as if it was another life. That's how I feel. My other emotion is sob. Pardon me.
My mind is finally clearing. Now I can return to my work here, helping those who need it the most. What can I say about what you've done for me? Saved me from madness and worse, from giving in to a life of sadistic brutality. How could I ever repay you for that? Given who you are and what you're in Karnaca to do, I can only say good luck. The city, the country, the empire, everyone is counting on you. I'll send something special for you, by way of courier. I hope it helps.
Thanks. Rats again. Always rats. Oops. I'm not, like, wantonly causing destruction. I'm trying to get rid of some of the rats that are squeaking about down here. Well. Let's move upstairs.
Brianna Ashworth, the Duke, Jindosh, all of them taken by Delilah, as I was for a time.
Big fish. Lots of empty bottles. Somebody's left the gas on, which is always a bad idea. That's how fire happens.
A prisoner in that old pub, sleeping in a dog kennel. Now in this tub, will wonders ever cease? Megan is out in the city.
With Ashworth eliminated, that should hamper Delilah's plans.
Okay, it's an outrage. Better than just my Hallow and his powers. Okay, what's that one? We don't need the Abbey. Take heed, friends. The Abbey seeks to control the city and our lives. Overseers are building chapels and outposts, taking advantage of the despair in the crumbling corners of Sokonos, like our own infamous Dust District. You may have seen the sly propaganda from my learned rival, Sebastian Armitage, but consider with care. The Abbey will invade your homes looking for evidence of witchcraft or wrongdoing, and to them all manner of possessions are suspicious. They imprison and torture the innocent with the intent of extracting confessions. They frown on dancing, drinking, and gatherings. Are you prepared to abandon the Gleaners' Fest? Beast, are you ready to submit completely as they demand? Dust District can only be saved by the very people who dictate all their lives, like me, like you, like Howlers, trying to make things better for our small people, patrolling our streets, collecting and distributing resources to ones in need. If more of us had Paolo's courage, maybe the district could be called Batista again.
Aramis Stilton's home looks more like a bunker than a mansion.
So tired. I came
The Dust District. I've read about the winds coming through the cleft in Shindaray Peak, how the city uses it for windmills and mining operations.
Visiting the Royal Conservatory got us closer to understanding Delilah's secret. Now for the next step.
It me. Hi.
I need to know why Delilah can't be killed. Everything we've learned implies that something strange happened at Aramis Stilton's home 3 years ago, but then he disappeared.
Stilton lived in a bunker kept secure by a fancy lock made by Jindosh.
Which I will
Maybe
try my
inside
hardest to
we'll learn
solve.
more about how to stop Delilah.
And inevitably
But I
fail.
have to get there first. Through a ruin created by the Duke, where my father grew up.
Megan had an intriguing idea. Paolo is leader of the Howlers. He wants Vice Overseer Byrne killed. And of course, Byrne wants Paolo dead too. Both groups will attack you on sight, but walk in with the corpse of their chief enemy, and they'll treat you like family.
You think they'll help me get into Aramis Stilton's home?
I'm pretty sure that will work.
Seeing this place and these people, I can feel my perspective changing. How will I be different after this? Paolo's not that old, but there's so much living written into the lines of his face. The Vice Overseer for Karnaca, Liam Byrne.
We did take advantage of him to, It's true, I don't take it with mechanical devices much anymore, but I'm not sold as pieces just yet. I fashioned a little contrivance using only parts gathered from this wretched vessel. Yes, right, a few bits are currently in use, but I assure you none were involved in keeping us afloat. So nothing to Megan's indisposition needs no further souring. In any case, may this device serve you well. That's really sweet of you, but I'm actually all full up on them because I just bought myself a buttload. But thanks, though. I smile as I write this, for I know others will read it. When I'm gone to the void, perhaps as I languish in this prison cell somewhere. Fine then, read away, and laugh as it is in your nature at my foolishness and aching joints. Does it please you to know that even walking is a chore? But I'm too proud to use a cane. I can hear my bones protest with every step. Most unpleasant grinding noise that follows me wherever I go. Is it amusing to know that my eyes can barely see this page, or that my hands tremble as I hold the pen? Then laugh. Yes, the once great circle of us now is just a tired old bag of bones. My meals are brought to me. Soon someone will have to hold the spoon lest I starve. Find it nearly impossible to paint and even more difficult to pee. So laugh. But then pause in your glee and take a moment to realise this. The same fate awaits you, my friend, should you be smart enough and lucky enough to live as long as I have. Yana, very fair. Sokolov is another one of those characters who's just really... This game has lots of good characters, that's what I'm saying. I'm a fan. Bub. Happy Bub. Okay. Time to get out there on the road again. Those rats are making a really gross noise.
Anton Sokolov, painter, inventor, and philanderer.
Well,
Famous throughout the Isles. Loyal only to himself.
I think we're all allowed a bit of that.
Ready now?
Ready.
I'll get you as close as I can.
There's a way to get into Megan's room, but I haven't found it yet, so whatever. Travel through the dust district to Aramis Stilton's manor, which contains more of Delilah's secrets. Vice Overseer Byrne and his religious followers are all with Paolo, leader of the Howler gang. Either Byrne or Paolo will aid you for a favour. I have in the past sided with both of them. Paolo seems kind of like a dick. But on the other hand, fuck the system, am I right? I suppose that's the question. Do you want to trust an illegal asshole or a
Who's the
legal
man I'm
asshole?
after? Aramis Stilton?
An ally to the old Duke, loyal and smart. Stilton helped build modern Kanaka with those silver mines. Started as a miner and worked his way up until he was a prince of industry. But now the new Duke drives the mine crews night and day. Dust falls non-stop onto the district. What was once prosperous is now in ruins.
I suppose the Duke doesn't care, as long as he sips from silver cups.
And what are the cups of Dunwall Tower made from, Empress? In any case, you'll have to pass through the Dust District to reach Stilton's home.
Fair.
Maybe he's still in there, or maybe he's dead.
Don't forget, lads, the Crown Killer is watching.
Find Megan once you reach the Dust District. She'll tell you more. I'll wait here with this skiff and take you back to the dreadful whale after you finish.
Bangs. Right. Taxes, taxes, taxes. In that a mood. Right, what have we got? We have got 82, 67. That looks like the closest. Megan's over there. Meese. Check wind speed. Wind will only tell with sufficient wind. Danger. High wind may overcharge security systems. See Appendix Wall of Life. Ensure gear works free of debris. Oil mechanism in accordance with schedule. See Section 30. Remove nesting animals, vermin such as blood rats or bird flies, birds rats or blood flies. During emergency, disengage wind while using lever located on maintenance platform. With wind will disengage, check wooden plates for cracking or loose supports. Wax wooden plates in accordance with schedule. See Section 30. Periodically, gears, heats and other parts must be repaired or replaced as specified in Section Hiccups. Wherever the hiccups come from, I have no idea. Sometimes this just happens to me. I'm at the constant mercy of my body's reckless decisions. Here we are.
Orders from the Duke. We're losing too many people. Good soldiers blinded by that hallucinogenic powder the Howlers use, then stabbed to death or dragged down by the Abbey's hounds. One young lieutenant got hit by an overseer grenade, and that was it. He was one of the Duke's distant cousins or something.
Yikes, am I right, lads?
That won't happen until someone manages to kill either Paulo or Vice Overseer Byrne. And I don't see you or me beating a path to the Crone's hand or up to the temporary stronghold the Abbey's got set up.
Interesting to listen to what they've got to say, though. I, again, can only very vaguely remember the start of this section. So we'll see how far along we get. Beautiful. Tasty solution.
How did I get stuck out here? Tired of cleaning silver dust out of my ears.
Ah! Right.
Grand Palace. That's an assignment. All out slippers. I hear these damn windmills in my sleep.
That's the way to do it.
Dust from the mines.
Hey, who is? All right, suffer.
Leave me alone, meow. I'm just trying to do my funky thing, you know? I think the Howlers may be easier to get into. Oh, I don't know. I don't know.
I get stuck out here. Tired of cleaning silver dust out of my ears.
Neither of them are a good choice, really.
Accept my transfer. I've got to get over to one of the other districts. I think I've spotted someone suspicious. I thought I saw someone right here. Let's check the place just in case. Holy shit!
Never mind. That was not the way to do it. Money, nothing, any checks for silver dust. That's how the song goes, right? Okay, I think we're gonna have to sneak up normally and bung a sleep dart into
I get stuck out here. Tired
this
of cleaning
dude.
silver dust out of my ears.
Tasted awful. That weren't no blue-jawed hagfish. River crust's more likely. Something wrong? He's out cold.
Ah, piss. I should be able to go up there and then hide around. Possibly. Possibly. If I could get up onto the roof, that would be the best. But maybe more difficult than it sounds. With apologies for the fact that I'm save scumming so much, but that's just like who I am as a person.
Out here. Tired of cleaning silver dust out of my ears.
Hello? Wake up.
That will break my my attempt at getting Ghost, but that's long gone anyway, so who cares, right? Another representative of the miners' family committee reports that another silver mine has partially collapsed, leaving 8 miners injured and killing 12. Committee maintains the Duke's unrealistic production goals for the true culprit, citing the overlong shifts that have been practiced since mine owner Aram Stilton disappeared. Mines now managed directed by the Grand Palace until such time as Stilton returns, or until a new director can be found. However, the Grand Palace's official statement blamed the collapse on human error and threatened to arrest anyone found guilty of demoralising the people of Kanaka. We at the Kanaka Gazette certainly support the effort to maintain Sakona's unity. Our thoughts go to the families of those killed or injured.
Mines.
Who wants a reference to thoughts and prayers in their video games? Right, so that's the wall of light down. Which is pretty neat. Next step.
Probably nothing, but I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Hey, dude.
Better safe than sorry.
I can't it took them that long to notice it was off.
I do think the officer should get extra rations.
I wonder who that was.
And we come from better families. I should think that's just obvious.
What a dick. I wonder if... Seeing as I've lost my ghost achievement...
I thought I heard blood flies for a second.
What was that?
That sets everyone on edge and makes them all extremely confused.
Something feels wrong. What's going on here?
I wonder what I'm dealing with.
No, that was a mistake actually. That was a bad idea. I'm gonna reload that. Because I've said the phrase, that's the way you do it, I've now got Money for Nothing. That's the song, isn't it? I've now got that stuck in my head. I can't whistle. I mean, I can whistle, but not well, you know? Mistake was made. That's okay, I will keep sneaking through. I'm trying to keep my detections as low as possible, but I'm not like, oh, I'm gonna reload if I got noticed, as in like somebody noticed a knocked out body. I'm more reloading if it throws me into combat. That's when I start to reload. Leave him conscious because they freak out.
Keep my mind on my duties.
Who's there?
Nobody? Don't worry about it.
What?
Broke my back in the silver mines.
And the vice overseer effectively wants the same thing. Another city, another slum. Going back to Dunwall stirred up memories. I think that almost forgot.
Hi.
Hello, Emily.
What's up? I'll stand up now.
I've been doing reconnaissance. Talking to people. The Overseers and the Howlers have divided up the district. Just ahead is neutral territory where no one will harass you. But further on, the Howlers and the Overseers both have boundaries set up. and beyond those points, they'll attack you on sight.
Aramis Stilton is the real goal. Sokolov said you had an idea.
Yes. I believe that if you take out Paolo or Vice Overseer Byrne, the other one will grant you safe passage, and will help you get inside Stilton's home. Neutralize either one of them, and bring him to the other.
What else do you know that might help me?
Byrne is protected by the Overseers. Paolo has the Howlers, but I think he's also got some kind of black magic charm. They say he's got to die twice before the sun sets, or he can't be killed. Good luck with that.
No need to kill him, I can just put him to sleep. Now, I have... I bet I can shadow walk through there. That's probably what I need to do. Sorry for the distraction. I can only concentrate on one thing at once. What can I... actually. Second thought. Right. No, that's not gonna work. Fine. Open up the guide. Okay, there's a boarded down door, and that's where the rune is. Okie dokie. Solution found. So, anyway, what I was saying was the other solution that Megan talks about. Ah, fuck me. Here we go. Ow. So yes, I'm just gonna... We'll go do this, and then we'll skip past this dialogue.
In the house. Hello, Emily. I've been doing reconnaissance.
Right, so we've seen this already. Save. You can probably guess who's in my letter. He died last night. Seemed a little bitter and took some broth. Little Al even got him laughing a bit. Then the laughing turned to coughs. It lasted about an hour. Then it stopped real sudden. Like he didn't have the strength to cough no more. Then he sort of spit up some black and more came out his nose. I tried to get him to cough it all out. I put him on his chest and slapped his back and put bulldogs on his chest, but it weren't no use. And he died like that, eyes bulging out, that black stuff everywhere. I'm taking the children and moving back to Redmore. We ain't never should have come here in the first place. Sob. Right, turn this off. We're in neutral territory. I do believe.
Been told that we are complaining about dust from the mines falling on the city. Yes, war is expensive. You may not be aware that our silver mines are operating at full capacity in order to fund our conflict against the Northern Isles. That's not dust. It's the blood of our enemies.
Let's go for this one next. And save. I'm sure I was saying something and then I promptly forgot what it was. That's right, it was about the other way. So the other way is to find entrance via solving the Jindosh log, which I have never done. And I was talking about this a few missions ago. There is a purported way to do it, which is essentially safe scumming, where you go through, you get it by finding someone. Bottle of Warbone rum for each overseer mask.
Help thugs like the Howlers, or the Zealots from the Abbey. I just don't know.
Fucking A. That's how I am as well. Now, I don't know if the method where you save scum actually works, because some people say they try to do that and then it still like knows that you've done it even though you just reload your old save. Nice, right. Let's get mesmerize. Yes, I do. Okay. Hiccups. Let's head for that next. Probably. No, let's head for that next. Do a sneaky. We cannot, in fact, do a sneaky. Actually, that's a lie. We can.
Says it ain't right coughing up black like that.
So sleepy. I've got to get to bed earlier. Out too much lately.
Right, now we're now in the hostile zone. There's a rune up there we can grab, and a bone charm, and I'm kind of tempted to do these.
Should have spat right in his eye. That's what I should have done.
In general, yes. Right. I'm kind of tempted to... I might, like, go in to here, knock him out, and steal his stuff, and then, like... use that as an if I can't actually solve the lock. Whoops. It's not what I meant to do, but it is what I wound up doing. Here we go. Possibly. See where this takes me. Away from where I want to be is the answer. Let's reload. that was not the way to go. Even though I could have sworn it was. Maybe that allows me to pop back up? Oh, I don't know. To hop up here, save. Now I can do this, which is what I want. Right. Trying to knock you out, and then it was like, no. No knockout, only guard now. Basically, I figure if I knock as many people out as possible and then solve the lock by myself, it sends a message that something's going on. And nobody's entirely sure what. But the sure shit ain't good. I mean, Emily does sum it up really well though, like, you know, your options are either a thug or a zealot. It's not exactly, you know, not exactly the best, right? Now I can check them out. Dope. F5.
This must be Paolo's place.
These both seem like paintings I should be able to take, and yet neither are. There we go. Mindy, burn your toes, my twin spirit friend. I got jumped and I'd be bleeding away in the void if I hadn't run off like a rat. They had their face covered. Not an overseer, not Grand Guard. Someone from out town, I think. Someone good. All our troubles, and now someone a stranger from across the waters. Spread the word. Howler should be on the stiff for this one. Oh, Mindy, how could you do this to me?
Vera More. I remember that name.
What's this itch?
In case you're wondering, Paolo's not one of those unhinged cultists who believe I will grant
sorry, I
them
just
favors.
put my glass right next to my mug there like an idiot.
Or play just the right musical notes. He doesn't care a fig for me. But he put up this shrine because he found the hand of an old witch I knew once. And Paolo saw right away that it pays to have an edge. Sometimes pieces of us linger long afterward. The Duke of Sercanos inherited a vibrant
There we go,
city
now let me look at him.
and wasted no time stripping it to the bone. What will he leave behind? And what about you? Who will you leave to pick up the pieces here in the Jewel of the South?
Isn't that the question of the hour? I'm after next. For the sake of which I will continue to sneak around.
Kept the Grand Guard out of our homes. But I don't see how you can help the miners.
It's all connected, too. Once the Abbey's off our backs, I'll make it too expensive to run the mines. The workers stop digging. The Duke will see that mines producing at half speed are more profitable than mines producing nothing.
For better working conditions and less dust in the streets, we'd be happy to up our payments.
There's a way to satisfy everybody. First, in this district, then across the city. The people who work the mines have more power than they know.
Thank you, Paolo.
No rats. Look suspicious.
All right, I'm stepping away for a moment. Don't drink all the rum while I'm gone.
One wrong work, and I'm stuck over the racket.
I'm just enjoying the incidental conversations. Right. Now. They're having a nice nap. 5.
Hello?
Oh, I can't knock her out because she's already asleep. That's fine, I'll just eat her food. Soul. She was shying them at the past, hiding from her scented letters. A sunned apple cure for my loneliness. She was smiling in the month of rain, eating figs straight from the trees, a dream of sailing around the isles. She was wed in the month of clans, to a sailor cousin from Calero, a shrill bird running at my chest. She was dying in the month of songs, struck by disease from the east, a terrible kiss on her distant lips. Durante got nicked by the Abbey boys, which means they forgot his office key, which means he might tell them how to open Ginger's lock. Need you to find a way to open Durante's door? No, burning the building to the ground is not an option. I also want you to stop dropping off food rolled Stilton until we find someone to replace Durante. Once you manage to get his office open, you find all the details inside. Be very careful when you go to Stilton's Manor. If the overseers do have the code to see the Ginger's lock, they might want to have a peek inside too. We will want to get in there. We can't do that just yet. So instead we're going to go for this bone charm. Sorry that the audio of them singing keeps cutting out so much.
The dust
anyone else down here? How's it hanging, dude?
Is this the void? Are you the cursed outsider?
Yep, that's me. Bone charms at Sailor's Blessing. Okay, I have read that. Right. Now, there's that which I can't get to just yet. What? Who saw me? Six. Let's go for that one next. To be honest, I'm still shocked and horrified that someone somehow managed to see me. That's a body, alright. Out in neutral territory. Right. Don't worry about it. Ow. Don't know why I said out there, but Minty Blanchard. Susan Kanaka, howlers are not your friends. Minty Blanchard wanted by the Grand Guard for various crimes and gang-related enterprise. Pain coin. Blood. Back from Squid, rent from Oxrush, leave from Orchid. Chill, my good bitch. There we go. Right. There we go. And I will take all your other fancy things too. Artist draws adverts and portraits for the newspapers. Lives near the dockyard. Spotted him when he lost his shirt in a game of dice at Crone's Hand. Seems to have interesting ink on his bag. Really want to check it out. Met up. Definitely has some usual tattoos. Might have to see him once or twice. Take time to make a good sketch. He's cute, so that part'll be easy. But I need to be careful. I think we're followed. Probably one of those lintics from the Abbey. Shit, they got him. Interesting tattoos, eh? Heard that one of the whaling ships in Santiago fisheries brought in a big fat one, bleeding all over the docks for a while because of an argument over port taxes. Need to go take a look one of these nights because before it's totally run. Can probably snatch a few gallons of blood and grease to refill my ink stocks. Yikes, you know? Just like in general? Right. So that's the one that I can't get. So then we've got this. 85 and this 85, so let's go for that one next, especially because that's over to where I want to get. Crunch, crunch. Let's my prerogative, you know? Actually, I wanted to check out the new bone charm we got. What did I get? Yes, slightly larger. Body. No. I'm good. Huh. This is cool. Oh, she's a tattoo artist. I don't know why it took me that long to sort that out. That's nice. It's festering now, and the healer says I need to put the poultice on for another day at least. I wanted to put Flema on me, but I took out my blade and that changed his mind. It's not all a loss, because now I know it ain't how deep you cut the tattoos. Deeper just makes the moves pass. Ain't nothing magical in that. Finally come to realise it ain't enough to just have a tattoo. Tattoo is nothing but a picture on your skin, that's all. But studying those marks on Paolo's talisman, I don't know where he got that old dried up corpse hand. He never talks to me about it directly. But something goes down. He takes a bullet in the head, a blade in the gut, whatever, and then he's back in his little secret room right next to his office like nothing ever happened. Maybe someday I'll just drink a little more than usual now, so I'm straight up. Anyway, it's something out this world. I can tell just by looking at it. I get a funny feeling close up. Wish I could look at the marks on it. I bet there's special herbs or something in the ink. Maybe not herbs, something more. Mayhap there's a whale's brain or crushed blood by ink, or something brought up from the mines and washed into powders. Well, blood and ink's not right. I'm feeling terribly off. Head pounding worse than since I was little, and the other boy hit me between the brows with a brick just before I threw him in the water tower. And that tattoo ain't setting proper like.
There's more to Paolo than meets the eye.
Sure is. Whoops. Oh well, that was an accident. This is well cool. From the outside, distracted by how cool this is. Oh, let's not stand on the fire, huh? Right, now into Overseerdom. And work our way in.
Hasn't shared his plans with me. He's upstairs now, so I assume we'll learn something before long.
I need to find a way in. I wonder if I can sneak in this way. Lord Colhotano, Royal Protector in 1817, was born here on the 25th day of the month of Nets.
This is where my father was born.
Right next to the Overseer outpost. Fortunately, I can't now get in there, but... Duckies. Here we go. What? Oh, that dude.
The description.
Where is it coming?
We will burn a bright fire with our virtuous actions, so the others will not lose their way.
I think I've spotted someone suspicious.
No. Bad. Made a mistake. That's what I did. I really don't know who I should help. If indeed I should help either of them. I'm kind of gunning for Paolo. Because, like, fuck the cops. You know? Well, fuck the overseers in this case. Please, for the love of fuck, turn around.
So the others will not lose their way.
Forgive me while I just loot the shit out of those guys.
Something is amiss. Some heathen grown bold by these times. I shall not abide the footfall of a blasphemous wanderer.
Whatever you say, my good bitch. And I say to you, brothers, hear that we make our stand as a righteous force against the outgrowing darkness. Hear that we unite against the spirits of the unknown that would drag us screaming into the night, never to return to our homes, to our families. Together we will serve as a rod to those who stray from the herd, for the foggy grey waste of the outsider. We will burn a bright fire with our virtuous actions so that others will not lose their way. And to those who wander beyond the walls of our homes and the far places, we will strike at them swiftly before the things they whisper to their neighbours, filling their hearts with strangeness and doubt. Did I need to take him? Absolutely not. Did I? Absolutely yes. Confiscation room.
A stream of untruth. The echoes of lies come back as the voice of the outsider. Not brothers. That is what it should.
There we go. Nice. No, please, I want to pick up the ingot. Thanks. Anything else in here? Some whalebone. And some bottles. But nothing else. That's okay. Shall continue heading upwards. Hopefully someone here will have some solution for me. That's what I really need.
I didn't see the one coming through the window. She was quick.
The Howlers are cowards, brother. But we accounted for 6 of them.
I'm glad it's you in the end. If I have to go, it warms my spirit to spend my last minutes with a true friend.
You honor me. I wish there was another way, but it's a gut wound, as bad as any I've seen. Better this than a day or 2 of agony.
Then I go, and I keep the strictures close to my heart. May there be no discord in my spirit.
There we go.
Goodbye, Overseer. Fade from this world.
Sorry to interrupt your heartfelt moment, but I need to check you out so you can't cause me any issues later on. Inscribed with the names of the Abbey faithful who fallen waging war against the heretic Palo in the contest for the heart and soul of this district. That's Humphrey.
I wonder how the High Overseer is faring against Delilah back in Dunwall.
Badly, no doubt. Right. Let's keep on sneaking.
They will rise up among you like a virulent swarm, devouring everything wherever they go, even filth.
Isolation. I want true love. Pious Conans, my righteous brothers in the Abbey, welcome all. Being tested in these times, tested by the outsider, who searches daily for weakness or fear. And what form this test? Blood flies, biting vermin that the very representation of moral decay or corrupted spirits. Me, the outsider, escape from the void, and all the while he laughs. Each infestation brings him ecstasy, each death a victory for him, a battle won in his endless war against death's steadfastness. But he needs an ally in our world. Where does the outsider find those traitors? In the places most downtrodden. Crumbling buildings, stinking... I'm not going to say that word because it's a bad one. And filthy back alleys where fishmongers toss the innards that they catch. In the sewers where mudlarks collect drop trinkets among preached human waste. And in alehouses. Trust not these dark places and their denizens. The mark of the outsider is upon them. Let us now contemplate the strictures as we listen to the hymn. Corruption at my heels, I hasten away. This is why I more want to support Paolo. Because, like, he may be a thug. But then speak the words of Glon Traveling. Behold the face of Holger, whose fell in battle this day. It is a picture of outrage at the conditions of the closing world, and saw pour into the mold derived from the original drawing in black ink on calcium apartment, face which kept his peat even in death. Pour the metal with care, with full awareness of what you bring into these lands. If the metal splatters or if it's improperly measured, then be assured the outsider is present and all must be purified and the process started anew. Let the mass come to a cool temperature, then remove them from the mold and speak ghastly from the tone of objects. Holger the pure, whose face is preserved herein for us across the ages, strike fear into enemies and dread into all sinners. So may it be. Set aside any in which a brother misspeak, or in which, even through an accident, a mask is dropped or any imperfection detected. Not these down, we purify the liquid metal. All such masks must be perfect and pure form, imbued with the conviction of the Abbey. There's just something about this, like gestures to the Abbey's everything, that I personally find very unnerving. Perhaps is not the right word, and yet it's the word that I'm going to use. Right. Can't believe he didn't notice me choking out. Ah, piss, where did you come from? Never mind then, I guess. I like how they're always like, But yeah, I don't like Paolo, but I think he's the better ally in this case. I can't remember who I sided with the first time around. Hang on. Can around here, then drop down? Possibly. Oh, my favourite, my one true love, more Adamaya solution.
We will burn a bright fire with our virtuous actions, so the others will not lose their way.
The only thing that actually matters to me anymore.
Are we not brothers? That is what I should have said. Now I feel remorse. It will bother me all the night. A glittering thing, that's all it was. A bauble, a trinket. It had caught my eye.
This may
Why be tempted by such gilded nothings?
Cause a problem.
For even the lowliest labor that is rigorous squeezes the muscles as a sponge, rinsing impurities from the mind and body.
Like how he doesn't even notice me choking out the dude kneeling next to him. Parish students, okay, I have read that. Anything else? Nope, right. Howler detainee downstairs gave us key details pertaining to his criminal associates and the heretical leader, Paolo. Debauchery at all hours and acts certain witchcraft, the likes of which even our sacred music cannot dispel. Paolo is every bit as vile and corrupt as we suspected. With his dying breath, the detainee revealed that the Duke himself is Paolo sending food into the bard and shuttered home of Aramis Stilton. The place is kept secure by Shawcode Jindosh lock. No doubt the Duke obtained the lock combination from Jindosh and Paolo passed it to the detainee. The week of corruption is endless. Right. Two bone charms. One of which is down there. One of which is over there. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to sneak out and grab that bone what? Are we? I'm going to avoid this storm. Here we go. Right. Save. Take a look at who else is around here. If I go here. I do this.
I must be ever vigilant against.
Okay.
Find another way, brother.
Begging won't
This
change
path is barred from traffic.
I can't believe this. I've been in this district for most of my life.
If you believe this to be an inconvenience,
sure you know what you're doing?
I studied field tactics with Brother Cardoza in the peninsula. Death. The keeping are known for their caution, but these aren't too hard to deal with. If you've got a steady hand and you know what cables to cut, you've got to do it just right.
Have fun, my dudes.
Wait a second.
What's going on over here? What you up to? Well, that did nothing, except prove that I need to pay better attention to the world around me.
Give me a handout. What's going on? No way out of this hole I'm in. You're not grateful.
I can't afford what you're asking.
I got news for them. It ain't never safe for the likes of me.
Then why do you take our protection? You don't give me a choice.
It's the overseers who don't give you a choice. Just think about what they'll do if they find out what you're up to. Then let me know
That's the
when you
phone
can give
job
us
I
the
want.
money you owe. Paolo just wants what's fair.
Right.
That's all I can do to keep the dust out.
Wait for them to leave. What's up? Nice. Right. Gear. That's what I want.
You won't regret it.
And
Only I could sell dust, I'd be rich.
take that.
We could do business. You want blueprints for better weaponry.
Sure I do. What? I mean, I sure do. Ah. There we go. Right now.
My door's always open.
I also want that bone charm you've got hiding in there before I go off and do the story. What do you mean the door is blocked? Where's this horse shit? Is there a way for me to sneak in?
Your face is covered. Are you worried someone might recognize you?
You guys having fun out there?
Huh?
I am worried someone might recognize me. By the by.
No.
Why the boy give me luck?
Take that, you dog fuck.
Here we go. This is what I wanted. I think. No.
Who's worse, overseer zealots or cutthroat howlers?
Okay.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
No,
yes.
you bastard!
How do I?
I mean, when's this gonna stop? This is just
A full
ridiculous.
day's work. Oh, that's a laugh. How would she know what a full day's work looks like?
Me just yelling to myself constantly, let me in!
Huh?
Listen. Don't worry about it, okay?
Oh, whoa! What was that?
What?
Give me a second. I'll take a look real quick.
Oh, don't worry about it. Mistake, that's what it was.
What?
Whoops.
Is someone there?
No. No one's anywhere, I'm just stupid.
Hello?
Goodbye.
I wonder who that was.
Spooky. This is where I came out before. But how do I get in there? Guide, tell me what to do. Black rock. What? Yeah. For a brick wall. Opposite the soup kitchen, busting up some wooden planks on the floor.
Careful with that sword. The Grand Guard won't like it.
Years ago, the mines were a good job. Stilton made sure of it. No one got fired for being injured.
Yeah, so they say. The mining office handled things like that. Family never got
Kind of stalemate. Everything worked as long as one side didn't win out over the other. And that's exactly what happened once Stilton disappeared.
Where am I going? What? Brick wall. Busting up some wooden planks on the floor. Crawl through. Through a barred window. Okay, right. Sorry that you guys have had to watch me completely fail to have like just like a Not she fails at life for 10 minutes straight type thing. Okay, now I can go back in here. Scooch down here. Wave hello. Pop up here. Nearly dropped my phone off the desk because I'm made of garbage. But that's okay. Now it's unfortunately time to essentially rob this shopkeeper. Well, I'm not gonna rob her blind. Just like... Wed the month of rain and love without refrain. Modochi Silvercraft Studio. Sweetheart, not sure I'll be able to join you. Can't close up the shop or leave my brother alone right now. Running a black market business is every trick is always imagined. Conflict in the district shows no sign of abating. Day and night we hear overseer gunshots and those screaming bolts used by the howlers. We stay inside hoping it's all to have. Whenever I feel sad, I look at a wedding Silvercraft. What a special day that was. I have an anniversary surprise for you and I'm not sure I'll be able to wait to give it to you. Stay safe, my dear. I love you.
Maybe I should have it looked at. I don't think it's supposed to fester like that.
Gross.
A little pus is all right, but this...
Stop doing the thing. Okay, somewhere around here is a calendar. We want month of rain, 16/4. That's what we're looking for. We'll choke her out and apologise, but piss. If she doesn't sell the things I need, then that's just how it be in this bitch of a world sometimes. This is where we turns out that she no, thank goodness she well, there we go. Sorry about that, buddy. Let's head back over to Mr. Byrne. We're gonna drop him off with Paolo. And, God, these guys are so rude to each other. I do love that as an expletive, outsider's crooked cock. Like, cheese.
Oh.
Expletive and a half. Right, now. I'm gonna... When's the last I saved? Not recently enough, that's when. Fuck. And also me. It is indeed not recently enough when I saved.
Oh.
No, look, listen, look, and listen. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
For even the lowliest labor that is rigorous squeezes the muscles of the spine. The littering folly was just what I think. More wind, more dust.
No! I'm such an idiot. I dream of a day when I don't suck royal arse at this game. Though clearly having got the key, I don't actually need to bribe the overseers, but may as well, you know? There's an achievement for doing it either way.
Someone is asking for trouble over there.
You've got a lesson that you failed. It drives me mad. I'll never die.
Let's wait for this dust storm to finish doing its funky thing. Actually, we can just do this now. Right. Oh god. Oh, I nearly fell off there.
Wasn't running the mines night and day, our children wouldn't be choking themselves to sleep at night on the dust.
It's easy to blame the Duke, but we both depend on the profits from industry. The mines are the lifeblood of this city.
No, the Duke could have continued operations like his father did, fast enough to sustain the city without burying us all in dust.
How? They're...
Huh? No. What?
I think I've already been noticed.
Somebody's down.
I'm going to reload though. I didn't actually need to the money, I just wanted it. You know how it be. Really, I wanted to use their apartment as a way to, like, creep through.
I think the storm's passed.
Right. Okay. Pardon me.
Burn a bright fire with our virtuous actions so the others will not lose their way.
Puppy.
What were you hoping, you fool?
Ah! What? I'm in neutral territory. Don't attack me. Bitch. He is fair. What was I hoping for? I am indeed a fool. I'll have to Keep sneaking. Oh, pardon me. Fizzy water and
I think the storm's passed.
just leading to many of the hiccups. Right. Go on and keep sneaking. Sneak, sneak, sneaking.
Good riddance.
Right, are you guys going to attack me now? Or can I come in?
I don't know you. Cross the line and you get cut.
Hollow Wednesday. Keep taking out overseers. We'll warm up to you just fine.
Listen, if you didn't insist on standing directly where I need to go, it would be fine.
Get lost.
You get lost. Okay.
Can't believe my eyes.
Look what I've got. A present just for you.
What's going on here?
Vern was a tough prick.
What's up, Paolo? Where are you? Where have you gone? There you are.
Whoever did that will.
A present just for you.
I've been trying to bring Burn down for months. You did what others couldn't.
Well, that's because I'm extremely good at my job.
We've been at war with the Abbey, not just over territory, but over the people of Karnaca as well. This is my home.
It's no
And I'm
use.
gonna send Burn to Dunwall without his hands, to explain things to the High Overseer and the Empress herself. Bet you didn't see this coming, Vice Overseer. Now, what is it you want?
I need to get inside Aramis Stilton's house.
You're intriguing, and maybe more dangerous than most who darken my doorway.
Oh, without a
I
doubt.
advise you to remember it.
Here's what you'll need to enter the house.
If you do have a hand in what comes next in Karnaca, I really hope you acquit yourself better than the Duke has.
You can count on that, friend. The Duke's a worthless buffoon. Get this guy out of here.
Nice. Well, have
This will
fun.
kick over the balance in Karnaca.
Have
The
fun
tide is turning. The Abbey is in shambles.
with his body. I've got shit I need. No, it's a combination. No one. Now, we're not going to get the achievement. But, like, oh well, right? It's underway. Men will be released by Shinra Mining Company as soon as we bring them a couple of replacements. Just need to drop 2 of the usual drunks into the crates I've prepared. Anyone reasonably healthy will do, but go easy on the drugging. Deal is off if they arrive dead. Take this key, opens the back room of my silvergraph studio. Whoever you nab, drop them into the crates and nail them shut. When you've done your part, leave the shop door unlocked on your way out. Needless to say, I won't be there. Ah. The other way. I suppose that's the non-lethal way. I wonder. I've not actually killed him. I wonder if I can knock them both out. Oh, I found out the two things I missed. Right. Okay. You know what? I am gonna do that. The stream is gonna go a little bit longer. But that's okay. I think I'm gonna take them both to... I don't know if I could... Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna exile them both. Take them both if I can. It may be a bit difficult.
A body? Here?
Seems different somehow.
What?
Yeah, different. Someone ought to do something.
Walking around with Burns' body. Oh.
I like how they all freak out. They're like, a body? Here? Yes, a body here. Ow. Did not mean to do that. Okay, what you? Oh. Absolutely not.
Shit!
Right.
Holy shit!
Come on! Let's have a fair fight!
Hi.
I knew I was right about you. Mindy ain't no fool. I can smell a winner.
They say hard days make strange friends.
If we had more time, I'd put my tattoo and needles on your ass. Leave you with some wicked egg.
I've been licked once, and that was enough.
Next time, maybe.
open this door.
He's not dead, he's like half asleep. Right, here's what we're gonna... Ow! What? How did I die? Did I die from closing the door on myself? Guess I did. How odd. Hi.
I saw you. No use hiding.
Look around. They're still here.
Hi.
We're everywhere. You can't hide from us.
Look everywhere. This one's sneaky.
I'm not in the mood. Show yourself.
It can't be that hard to find this one loser. Whoever spots him gets a bump. I promise.
Right. Here's the thing. Whoops. Need to do that. Pick up the bone charm. Open up this. F5. And here's what we're gonna do. If I can't solve it myself. Actually, let me reread the achievement. If it'll let me open it. Probably won't. Right, here we go. Crack the Junjosh lock without finding the solution elsewhere. Okay. Well, let's see. Paolo's there.
Nobody there.
Here we go.
After this, Paulo's going to be running this city inside a year. Then Olive's thrown us in my aching back.
What's going
Hurts
on
when
here?
I'm standing, hurts to sit. Only time it feels right. Good work. Vern was a tough prick.
Thanks.
Holy shit, Burn.
Sick burn, am I right? Right.
Like the void. That's the
That'll
voice
send the
overseer.
Abbey running.
Here's what we're gonna do. Gonna go in here. Place him in one of the crates.
Theocracy is not...
We're allowed to take them to the emergency stash. Hold on to it until I bring you the two guys. Makes me sick to pay this battle from the mining company, but we can't afford to let pay current bill die up there.
Burn.
Right. don't take any more silvergrass mist in your branch until she pays what she owes. Don't let her pick up any for existing portraits either. We don't offer credit even to the howlers, and promises don't pay her wages. If she threatens any of you again, let me know. I'll bring the matter to Paolo. We'll find a collectible silvergraph to add. All that matters is every wedding silvergraph delivery comes with a nice little message. I know they're tacky, but it's what the customers want. We're not here to be poets, thinking of wine and piss, starving in a gutter outside the Crone's hand. Met in the month of high cold, now we'll hand hat to world. Month of rain, therefore that will train. We're the month of timber, for a day to remember. You have to say that in Australian accent, clearly. Married in the month of seeds, sweet Huckleberry for all your needs. We're together in the month of cold, you can dump him when you get old. Okay. Right. Now... time for a third option. Oops. Now. What's up, dude?
Oh, hello. At first I thought you were one of Paolo's gang, but you don't look so bad up close.
Thanks.
Somehow, being so close to the Howlers has kept me safe so far. They like me because I pay up every month. All they care about is the money.
Unfortunately, fair. Apologies for robbing you blind, as it were. Right. Seized. Once again, that remains not the way to go. And try and eliminate Paolo as well. Emphasis on the try.
Everybody steps out of line. I'm gonna be the first to show them what's what.
Weird, dude. Not into that, you know? What I wonder is, having brought Paolo, like, having, oh Jesus. Why are words so difficult? Having brought Burn around, will they still attack me? That's what I want to know. Paolo's doing his funky thing over there. Which means I need to go downstairs again. Yes, stream is going longer than intended, but it's okay. It's fine because it's my stream and I said so.
You should have listened. Hello? How come she's still alive? I need to fix that.
Right. The faction leader. Here we go. So I'm doing on Google. Balcony. Then race up to the office. We're gonna try this one more time, and if it still doesn't work, then like whatever, right?
Living a soft life.
Okay. Let's get the drop on him. I don't know if this will work, so bear with me while I try it again. So we do this. Run upstairs.
What?
Gross.
Paolo had a mummified hand?
Extremely gross. Right, next step. Get out of here. I don't think I've ever... No, that's a lie. I must have seen that before. Right.
You should have listened. I'll cut you in half.
F9. I'll shoot you with a sleep dart. I just want to see what that is. I'll read that note. That's what it is. Sorry that, well, not sorry that stream is going on slightly longer than usual. I want to leave it at a good point. And I feel like putting them both in the trunks and having a brief lull to ourselves and going to try and solve the lock is the question mark best way to do that. First, though, I need to work out how the fuck to get out of here. Because I genuinely, honestly cannot remember. Whoops. Did not mean to do that. Sorry. You know I just had to do it to him. Oops. Straight into the bathroom. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Hi Mindy, don't tell me, will you? Oh, I left his body there. Whoops. Should go pick that up. Here? Wow, piss, wrong button. Not again! I keep hitting the wrong button like a fool.
What's going on here? Look who's the big hero. Wake up!
Thanks for not aggroing onto me.
Come on, let's have a fair fight.
I guess I broke it a bit with having knocked them both out. That's pretty sick. That is indeed the way that you do it. Go in here. Put him in the other crate.
I hope 5 years away gives you time to think, while the city rebuilds itself without your little war.
Let's take a selfie. Right now. We need to get over to the statue. Yes.
place
That's what I
tonight.
want.
No, you bastard!
Sure.
See? See? I told you!
Oh.
Damn it.
Okay.
Don't mess with the Abbey. Stay in the neutral territory. This time I'll get you!
My luck, it'll be that sadistic
What were you hoping?
I like how they constantly yell at me. It's like, yeah, I wondered too what I was hoping. Right. Investigate round 2. Okay. This neutral area and go to the statue.
We're playing dice tonight.
I used to work in the mines. Don't recommend it.
Where, and I cannot emphasize this enough, the fuck is the statue?
Wouldn't miss that. No, you bastard!
Maybe I should have.
Hi. Here we go.
Demi's sister says you can beat any lock in the city. I'm not sure why Stilton's house needed to be shut up tight like this, but what do you think? Can you crack it?
Give me a minute.
Durante knows how to get in here. How?
Never mind. Maybe another time.
Or not. Let's go.
Let's do it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to write this down. If I can find a blank bit of paper in this notebook. And then I'm going to try and solve this on my own time, off camera, so you guys don't have to watch me trying to solve it. So, at the dinner party were Lady Winslow, Marcola. Need a pen that works first, that would always help. Conti, Nat, CU, and Baroness Finch. Women sat in a row. They all were different colours, and Baroness Finch wore a jaunty green hat. Madame Natsu was at the far left, next to the guest wearing a blue jacket. So, I'm going to have Natsu here. Lady in purple sat left of somebody in white. White. I remember that purple outfit because the woman spilled her absinthe all over it. When one of the dinner guests bragged about her ring, the woman next to her said they were finer in Freeport, where she lived. Countess Conte, right, that's a better way to do it. So we're going to start with positions. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They all sat in a row. We knew that Madame Natsu is at the far left. We know that she's sitting next to somebody wearing blue. We know that Finch had a green jacket after someone in white. Report is dressed entirely in red. And So we've got a purple, someone in white, purple outfit because the woman spilled her absinthe all over it. So Finch has a green hat. Tell you what, guys, rather than you having to sit here in silence watching me write this down, I will work this out in my own time. But for now, I am going to finish things off here. If my stream deck wakes up enough to let me swap scenes. There we go. Oh, whoops. Come on. Scenes end. There we go. So I'm going to say thank you very much for watching. It is very much appreciated, and I do hope that you enjoyed. I will be streaming Destiny 2 tomorrow, where we shall be tying off all of the loose ends before we move on to Shadowkeep the week after next. Then on Tuesday it'll be Final Fantasy XIV, where we're going to build a dirt robot, and I'm very excited. Next Thursday we will be starting Higurashi When They Cry, Minagoroshi, which is a 2 or 3 stream prequel to the question arcs, which I'm very excited to play. I barely remember it at all, and it focuses mostly around Rika, so we'll be finding out more about her. And then next Saturday will be more Dishonored 2, where we are going to enter Stilton's Manor. But for now, take care, have a wonderful evening, do look after yourselves, and I shall see you guys tomorrow.